gahugu gatoyi gahugu kaniniya warapfunywe ntiwapfuye.
I joined iDebate Rwanda back in 2012 while I was still a high school student, and by then I was a debater for my high school. So I came out to iDebate Rwanda and met all these people that were a part of the organization, and I started attending the competitions and being part of the different projects that included the Dreamers Academy and all the others.
I started debate in primary, but back then it did not mean a lot because all we basically did was, points of information, and it was about, who shouted the most. But I started competitive debate in 2013. My expectations joining the iDebate League, I wanted to improve the way I spoke in front of people and, basically, language skills, getting comfortable with the audiences.
Because of losing both of my parents and having not much money to pay for myself, I went to Agahozo Shalom Youth Village. When I go to Agahozo Shalom Youth Village, I got very many opportunities, including improving my skills in debating, which was my passion when I was young. Then this is my journey to debate. When I get to iDebate, I joined iDebate Rwanda when I was at Agahozo. So when I get there, I started sucking. I'm telling you, for my first day, when I go to iDebate Rwanda, I lost all of the 3 rounds out of 3. I got 0. When I got back home, I was talking to my coach. I talked to my coach, Jean-Michel. I told the coach, I'm losing and I'm losing. I'm going to give up because this debate, I see it cannot be my passion. Jean-Michel told me, if you want to be the best person, if you want to do great things, you just read books, and read. You will get there. He gave me a page, a book called Team of Rivals. It has 700 pages, very boring, but he said, if you want to be a debater, please read this book and give me a summary in 1 week, 700 pages. And what I did, I read that book for 1 month, then I gave the summary. After giving summary, he said, that's not enough, very small thing. Get another book called The Footsteps of Mr. Kurtz, talking about Mobutu Sese Seko Wazabanga. I read that, which was so boring than that I read before. But what he wanted is that I can read books and get analogy, get analysis about that I can use in debates.
A little bit of me before I joined iDebate Rwanda is that, of course, I was a good student in school. I used to get good scores, but something very, very important triggered me when I entered the program is that school is not just about going to school and getting the scores and trying to impress your parents and teachers. But the program has taught me that there is something very beautiful beyond just school, something that you actually need, the certain skills and certain experiences you need to build up your inner person. I go to school to acquire knowledge, but I feel like sometimes when I'm in debate, I'm gonna build a better person. When I'm doing debate, I'm building my humanity based on experience, based on emotions, based on also knowledge. It's a composure of different things.
A lot of the key things that you're going to learn if you get to become a good debater is how to analyze your impact, how to present your argument, how to analyze truly if your arguments are linked, how you give the evidence, and how that evidence, how you make a coherent thing out of all that. Those are skills that they need to be able to run a school. Those are skills that you need to be able to run a country. Those are skills that you need to be able to become successful.
And what that has impacted outside of debate is that it has made me a better leader. I always say the government should do this, the government should do that. But at some point I realized that as human beings, we could do something about some of these problems. And so through Girl Up and other activities I did in school, I became a better leader, organizing with my friends the first all-girls public speaking competition, and before that we did trainings, taught people how to speak in public, how to develop arguments.
So with Gallup, that's where I could implement the same things I was using in debate. Apart from being creative, I could analyze if a project I was going to do, if it was going to help anyone, if I was just fooling myself. Just start making impact in my community. We started going out of the Gashara sector. We met women who had problems. We talked to them and we found out what they needed, and we tried our best. We talked to students and told them that there are people outside that need help, and we could coordinate that because we could use not only just the skills of speaking and arguing, but also the critical thinking skills that you gain from debating.
debates helped me to sharpen my minds, to think very high, and to get speaking skills.
Before, like my life before joining debates, like I'm telling you, truth be told, like I cannot stand in front of people and I say as I'm saying. And my English was much boring than today. However, today is boring, but it's not boring as it was last time. I'm telling you, I can't make a sentence. My coach was using it to tell me, please Frank, I don't want you to debate by this time. First go and learn how to connect a sentence. You know how it starts. So I did that until I get that level of speaking at a good way that I wanted. And then after getting the good level, even if it's not excellent, but it's good. That's what I wanted.
Through debate, I've been able to grow in my critical thinking and all that stuff everyone else said. But I've also been able to go to the US, go to Germany, go to Dubai, go to countries and meet people that I never thought I'd be able to meet just because I've done debate. So it's not that, and it's not that I'm an amazing debater, it's just that debate has been able to bless me and teach me things that I never thought I could learn from anywhere else.
It is at iDebate Rwanda I learned how to write a proposal, to manage projects, to do communication, all the skills that I would never have gotten from school. So through that process and through that build-up and those skills, I landed a job on Rise and Shine Rwanda, which is a breakfast show that airs on Rwanda National Television. So I got the opportunity to be the host of the show. The number one thing I remember when I came in to an interview, to be interviewed by my boss, the only thing that I had on my CV was debate and being part of these different projects. Well, to be honest, she was looking for somebody that was a little bit more experienced with media and all these things. But most important, she had also read a little bit about me. And because of the exposure of debate, she was able to hire me. And here I am at my age, where most of the Rwandan young people think that it's not possible, doing great things and trying to learn by the day.
I feel like debate has made me a better leader, a better person who is more compassionate and who understands that just speaking in front of people and arguing about things you don't believe doesn't end there. You need to make your voice count by participating in some of those solutions. I've had the opportunity to coach other students. I've had the opportunity to judge, to be in the place where I'm empowering their voices in society. I'm also going to college in the US, and I hope that experience will continue there and I can keep impacting people.
I'm telling you, in 5 years to come, like you see, it started in Kigali. There were 5 schools in Kigali, but now we are having, like, we have Musanze, we are having Lubavu, now we are having in Nyagatare. I'm expecting iDebate in 5 years to be expanded at the level that is in African debates.
One message that I would like to send to all students who are part of iDebate, who are doing debate all over the world, is that some people think debate is just about how you speak, who you convince, and how many games you win. But if you immerse yourself and let it impact your life, you're going to become a better leader, a better person. You're going to start caring about different problems. You're going to notice that you're not just an outsider looking at problems, but you're also part of those solutions.